Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that is now incredibly old and very, very rare. We are looking at the 1965 release by Corgi from their TV tie-in series of die-cast 143 scale model vehicles. And this particular one we are looking at today is of the Volvo P.1800, as seen in the TV series The Saint, as driven by none other than Simon Templar. Now, The Saint was a 1960s television series that starred Roger Moore as Simon Templar, and I think there was about 118 episodes made over a 6-season period. Some was in black and white back in the early days, and then they finished off in colour. The series ran from 1962, I think it was October 62, right through until the beginning of 1969, when the series was finally put to rest. However, it did make a comeback in the 1970s. I think it was 75, 77, something like that, with Ian Ogilvy, who took over the role as Simon Templar. And it was all based on the Leslie Charteris 1920s novels, and basically Simon Templar was kind of a private investigator, and he worked for an agency that really worked above the law, if you like, or unconventionally worked above the law. So he'd help people that conventional agencies couldn't help, but he was also considered to be a bit of a rogue or a criminal, but was tolerated by the police because he usually got the results, although not in a legitimately way, but he got the results that was needed to serve justice. Anyway, I've diversed. Let's get back onto this. So this is the model in front of us. And you can see it comes in the Corgi box, and it says Corgi Toys, figure, sprung suspension, headlight, headlamp, reflectors, seats, steering wheel. And the Saints car, Volvo P.1800 number 258. If I turn it to the side, you've got the Corgi logo. It's got made in Great Britain, Corgi Toys, trademark registered, die-cast scale models, Playcraft Toys Limited, London. Back around the other side, it's the same as the front side. Corgi Toys, figure, sprung suspension, headlamp, reflectors, seats and steering wheel. And the Saints car, Volvo P.1800 258. And again, we got the same again on here, but just on the opposite end. Corgi Toys, trademark registered, die-cast scale models, all with windows. Corgi logo, made in Great Britain. Turn the box to the end, it's got Corgi Toys, number 258, the Saints car, Volvo P.1800. And the same again on the opposite end. Corgi Toys, 258, the Saints car, Volvo P.1800. Okay, that is the box. Let's open it up and let's have a look at what we got inside. Okay, so I've removed the model from the box, and this is what we got. Now, I must say, it is in absolutely fabulous condition. And you can see, if I just come close up to the window, to the camera, sorry, you can see through the window, there is Simon Templar behind the steering wheel. You can't see him very clearly, and it's just a basic figure. But then you can see he's holding the steering wheel. Obviously, you have got the Saint logo on the front of the bonnet, as you can see there. And on the bottom of the car, it's got Volvo P.1800, Corgi Toys, patent application. I can't quite read that number. Let's just zoom in a bit. 21101/59, made in Great Britain. It is white die-cast metal, the whole model, although the bottom is plastic. The rest of the model, or the whole surround, the top part of the chassis is all metal. Even the grille, that's all metal and just been painted on. You can see the jeweled headlights at the front there. And plastic wise, you've obviously got the screens the windscreens and the side screens, and also inside you can see it's all plastic, red plastic seats, and the plastic steering wheel and the plastic driver. And you can see those headlights gleaming when the light hits it. It's a pretty good idea back in the day. Obviously you've got the metal poppers at the end that hold it together, and the wheels are also metal with rubber tires. So, but the only functionality on this vehicle obviously is the free rolling wheels. As you can see, it moves along quite nicely on any surface, as with all of these cars, and it is a 1/43 scale. But let's see what that 1/43 scale measures. So it measures about 9 centimeters, perhaps a tad over 9 centimeters. Yeah, about 9.5 centimeters long from front to back, if you can just see that. Width wise, we're looking at about 3.5 centimeters, and height wise, if we measure from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the roof, you're looking at about, yeah, just over 2.5 centimeters, I would have said there. There we are. So that's the 1/43 scale model. Again, really nice model, and this particular one is in absolutely fantastic condition, which is hardly surprising because it was a display model that spent many years in a display cabinet, along with a lot of other Corgi models, and sadly the previous owner decided to get rid of, was getting on in years, decided to get rid of all his entire collection, and we bought all of his collection from him, and they each came in the original boxes. So there we are. So how often do these models come up? Well, original models like this do come up fairly often on the platforms. However, again, condition is key on these particular models. You need to be very vigilant of what you're actually buying, so do make sure you have a good look at the model that is actually being sold, because a lot of the platforms use stock photographs, but you need to really click on to where it says used and have a good look at the images that are uploaded with the model. Otherwise you could end up disappointed or receiving something that you didn't think you ordered. Incidentally, there was a re-release of this particular model about a year or two ago, but it was, again, it was a different, the different style logo on it. It had like a sticker inserted on it, so the sticker almost practically went across the whole of the bonnet. So that was a re-release that was issued by Corgi as part of their Corgi reissue club for the club members. So they don't, the original ones do come up quite often. This condition, very rarely. And obviously back in the day, back in the 1965, these were colossally sold. So many of them were sold, obviously, because the Saint was a very popular television series at the time, and all the kids wanted was one of the Saints cars. So yeah, they were massively produced and massively sold. So we're fasting forward 59 years to 2024, which is where we are today, and like I say, they do come up on the platforms, but usually they are played with, some of them need restoring, or they are just marked and chipped and so on. However, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few of these. Well, I say a few of these. We've got one of these particular 1965 models, but we've got a lot of the Corgis from the same period, which we bought from one person, which were all former display models, and they are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Corgi toys, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something you won't want to miss. because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful old model with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time.